Hello everyone, this is Group 3. Our title is Philosophy in Our Life. This is our topic. It present by all Group 3 members. 于嘉诚、李天怡、王光雅、戴琪、陈若楠、郭晶莹、杜宇宁. Okay, so the first part is the origin of the word philosophy. The word philosophy comes from two Greek words, philo meaning love and sophia meaning wisdom. So philosophy literally meaning love of wisdom. Over time, it changed from Greek philosophy to Latin, then French, and finally became the English word we use today. Plato, in his famous book The Republic, said that a philosopher is someone who loves every kind of knowledge, is always curious to learn, and never feels satisfied. In simple words, a philosopher keeps asking questions and keeps searching for truth. Okay, so philosophy is all about asking questions. Philosophers are people who never stop wondering about everything, from life, time, and reality, to what is right or wrong. In fact, philosophy can be divided into 5 main areas. The first one is epistemology, questions about knowledge. 2. Metaphysics, about time, space, and reality. 3. Ethics, about good and bad. 4. Aesthetics, about art and beauty. And finally is political philosophy, about society and government. So once these questions are asked, they never really go away. That's what keeps philosophy alive.
First, let's talk about the main branches of philosophy. Philosophy helps us think about life and the world. Metaphysics is the study of existence. It asks what's out there. Epistemology is the study of knowledge. How do I know it? Axiology is about value and actions. What should I do? Logic is about clear and correct thinking. How can I think better? These branches help us understand truth, knowledge, and the good actions. Let's look at the main players in philosophy. In the ancient period, early thinkers like Socrates and Aristotle asked basic life questions. In the Middle Age, philosophy was closely connected with religion. Then came the modern prayers from the Renaissance to the Enlightenment, when people focused more on science and reason. Finally, in the contemporary period, philosophy continues to change with middle life and new ideas. Now let's see philosophy in the Western tradition. It means love of wisdom. It helps people find a happy and better life and understand human nature. There are 3 main parts. Love of wisdom, focusing on life and people. Natural philosophy, studying nature and the universe. Intellectual activities, using logic to solve problems. In short, Western philosophy is about thinking clearly, using reason, and finding meaning in life.
The story of Western philosophy is a journey from reason to reflection. It began with the classical pursuit of truth, virtue, and logic, then moved to the Hellenistic search for inner peace and happiness. The Romans emphasized duty and order. The medieval period united faith with reason, and the modern world turned towards science, progress, and humanism. Today, philosophy continues to question freedom, existence, and the meaning of being, reminding us that the soul itself is an endless reflection on what it means to life. In contrast, Eastern philosophy begins not with thinking, but with experience. It values faith combined with wisdom and intuition beyond logic. Its goal is not to dominate or explain the world, but to live in harmony with it, through experience, faith, and metaphysical insight. It sees enlightenment, a state where the self becomes one with the universe. When we place Eastern and Western philosophy side by side, we see 2 distinct yet complementary ways of understanding life. The East values unity with the cosmos, eternal cycles, and self-realization, the true me, The West celebrates individually linear progress and achievement the successful me. Perhaps to live fully, we need both reason to understand the world and reflection to understand ourselves.
Eastern philosophy values harmony and community, focusing on balance between people and nature. It sees time as cyclical, like the changing season and the flow of life. Western philosophy values individualism and freedom, focusing on reason and action. It sees time as linear, moving from past to future, aiming for progress. In lifestyle, the East encourages inner reflection and harmony with nature, while the West focuses on achievement and change. The different both complement each other. The East brings peace and balance, while the West brings creativity and progress. Together, they lead to greater wisdom. In lifestyle, the East encourages inner
This part compares students' and worldview from the East and the West. Western students are confident, independent, and curious. They like free thinking and new ideas. Eastern students are more patient and respectful. They follow rules and avoid mistakes. It also compares the Western digital and the Eastern world in 5 ways. Philosophy and logic can be divided into 3 main parts. The first part is about how people think, such as questioning and reasoning. The second part includes main areas like ethics and philosophical philosophy. They study life, values, and knowledge. The last part contrasts logic with math using systems to help people thinking clearly. Altogether, they show how humans think and look for truth.
Methodology and branches of philosophy. Philosophy is the study of reality, knowledge, and value through reason. Its methods include logical analysis for clear thinking, conceptualization for defining ideas, and induction and deduction for reasoning from facts and principles. The theoretical branches are metaphysics, which explores reality; epistemology, which studies knowledge; logic, which ensures correct reasoning; and axiology, the study of values. The practical branches include political philosophy, ethics, and philosophy of economics, which apply philosophical ideas to real-life questions of justice, morality, and welfare. In short, philosophy helps us think deeply, reason clearly, and live wisely.
This slide shows the difference between Western philosophy and Eastern philosophy. Eastern philosophy focuses on spirituality and holistic views. It emphasizes intuition and experiential wisdom, meaning that knowledge comes from personal experience and inner understanding. Key traditions in Eastern philosophy include Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. Western philosophy, on the other hand, focuses on logic, reason, and the scientific method. Its value individualism and personal reasoning, often looking for objective truth through careful thinking and analysis. The roots of Western philosophy lie in Greek philosophy, with famous philosophers like Plato and Aristotle. In the complementary approaches section, we see that two philosophies offer different views. Western philosophy values reasoning and analysis, while Eastern philosophy emphasizes intuition and spirituality. Both approaches give us useful ways to understand the world.